Hi, I'm Julie. Welcome to the SoCal Garden Haven. Come along with me as we explore my Southern California garden, discovering what's growing, and finding a little peace and happiness along the way. This is a fig vine that I have on my chimney outside here in my courtyard. It goes a little crazy, as you can see. That right there is a carrot wood tree in a pot against it there. But yeah, this grows a little crazy. So you got to be careful where you do put the fig vines, but they can be really pretty. It reminds me of like back east, like Massachusetts, where I did spend some formative years, and how the ivy is growing on the side of all the older buildings. So it is a very cool look, but you do have to keep a hold of it, ahead of it, because when you do pull those vines off, they do take off paint as well. So kind of a problem. It's been a while since I've had it pruned, and they're going to be pruning it soon, so I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. My arborist, but you know, it does give a very nice green look. It's good for green walls, so natural green walls, so that shows you what that can look like. But it's definitely time to prune it. Okay, so here it is now that it's been cut back. So you see, looks a little neater now. It'll take some months to grow back up again. Actually, usually quite a few months. You can see though where the paint came off from where the little suction cups of the vine attaches. So that is always kind of a bummer until it covers it again. But it's not that noticeable high up there, but I try to keep it off doors where it really gets not too nice looking. And what you saw a little while ago was one of the most, it was probably the most covered that I've had in a long time. So here we are 2.5 months later. It's now end of April. Before it was mid-February. So you can see that the vine is already growing onto the white vine. This is known as creeping fig, botanically known as Ficus pumila. And it, as I mentioned, is a self-clinging vine. It's known for covering walls, chimneys like this. It will sometimes do it in patterns, as you're seeing right there, or will completely fill in. It's originally from Eastern Asia, but it grows really well here in Southern California and tends to take off pretty easily once it's established. It likes water, but it doesn't need water. This one gets very little water, and you can see it's growing pretty readily. It also, these leaves, as you can see, are fairly small, and they're pretty rounded, kind of rounded ovular shaped. And they do stay close to the surface. This is the side of the chimney. But when they become more mature, the leaves do get bigger. And I'm going to show you an example of that on another wall. So here it is on another wall, and perhaps because it gets a lot more sun than the other one, the leaves do get a lot bigger, as you can see, and they will eventually protrude, as you can see that one right there is doing. So they do take some pruning back. That other side is my neighbor's. So we share this vine which is wonderful on this wall because it provides a lot of privacy. As you can see, the wall does have a lot of holes in it, so without this, there definitely isn't as much privacy. And another interesting thing, I'm looking around here, but I don't see any, but this plant will form a fruit. And it's very different from a regular fig in terms of, it looks a little bit like a regular fig, or sort of like a kind of a puffy gourd kind of a thing. So I haven't ever tried eating it, but it is edible, although some reports say it isn't. It actually is. And what you do is you pick it ripe, you squeeze it, and you cook the juice, which apparently makes a gelatinous-like jelly. It can be mixed with water and syrup as well when it's liquid to make a refreshing drink. And it's commonly prepared in Asian countries in both those forms. As mentioned, it's not toxic, and another great thing about that fruit is that it is a great source of nourishment for wildlife. Before you go, one funny little story. It wasn't so funny at the time. This happened about 20 years ago. In the middle of the night, I woke up because I heard a really loud noise, and I looked around the house, didn't see anything going on, all the kids were okay, so I went back to sleep. But in the morning, I found out what that noise was. The fig vine had gotten so heavy that it fell from up top almost all the way to the base and fell into the courtyard. It was covering the courtyard. It took me several hours to cut it out so that I could unearth my table and chairs and other plants and throw it all away. And from that time on, I made sure to not let it get too thick and too heavy, hence the regular pruning. And this time, as you saw at the beginning, it was pretty covering the wall a lot, so pretty thick, pretty extensive, but not as thick as I used to let it get. So it's a good idea if you do grow these on walls and such to thin them as well. You can cut them back just on the wall, and also make sure to get them pruned back when they just get really, really heavy, like you saw. I love this vine on the chimney. On the other wall, it's really nice for privacy, but on the chimney, it just really makes a nice statement here in my beautiful courtyard, and it's something that I see every day. Thanks for spending some time today with me in the garden. If you enjoyed being here, feel free to subscribe and come back again soon.